fabulous Terri Charles.
Oh my God, fabulous. What a great adjective. Thank you so much. And I really love this down here. So how long has that been there?
We'll talk about it.
So I love that. Many of you know me. I'm so glad to see you. I have missed you. And if you don't know me, I'm Terri Charles. And I've sung with Janine and Steve and Ted and other people for many years with Robin. And I'm a teacher. The reason I was gone was that in early summer, my family's world was turned upside down. Many of you know my husband Greg has had serious health issues for a few years. He'd been diagnosed with a kidney disease and been in and out of the hospital every couple of months for a couple of years. This time it was worse. He and I had just gone to Hawaii, finally, after being married for almost 37 years. 37 years is coming Wednesday. And that was the last week of June. It was touch and go as to whether we'd do the trip. But we went ahead. Aside from all the natural beauty, the most incredible of which was Mount Kilauea, it happened to erupt while we were there. It was erupting every couple of weeks. And we heard that it was going, and we just got in the car and went. It was gorgeous. Otherwise, Greg was not well, and he had to lie down with very swollen legs elevated frequently, and then I did some solo sightseeing. The plan leading up to this trip to Hawaii was that after getting back, I'd apply for teaching positions and hopefully land a permanent full-time position, having subbed for a couple of years and having been an educator for most of my adulthood. But you know how the universe just sometimes has its own plan, and things don't necessarily go the way your human self thinks is best. Many things in my life over the past few years have not gone as planned. We've been paying attention and doing the human stuff, doctor visits, going to a specialist at UW Medicine, a hepatologist, whose name is Dr. Pearson, and we renamed her our angel doctor. He'd seen her last May. I was advocating on my husband's behalf, trying to be a squeaky wheel enough to get him the attention that he needed in doing the spiritual work, which, unity. So 3 days after we got back from Hawaii, Greg was hospitalized. Within the first few days of the hospitalization, what would be the rest of July and the first few days of August, it was increasingly clear that my guy would be an excellent candidate for a liver transplant. So it was at St. Pete's for pretty much all of July. It was a scary and difficult thing to navigate, but you know how there is only one power in the universe, and we call that power God, or whatever your word for that is. And I kept coming back to that and to the second principle, that we are all connected with that life force, that beautiful source. I have, over the course of this illness and all its ugly ramifications, one big ugly one being its impact on my career. But I've reminded myself that all those healthcare workers were God incarnate. By the time it was clear we needed to hightail it up to UW Medicine, with which we were in regular communication, I was saying to Greg, wouldn't it be great if this whole thing was resolved by Thanksgiving, your favorite holiday? And that's prayer, an attitude that this or something better is for our good. And so every step of this, I kept thinking, I don't know. And so it was a lot of turning it over, a lot of releasing. And 12 steps, it's another thing that really comes into play. Going side by side with unity principles. So we drove up to UW Medicine on August 6th. Everything fell into place, and it wasn't pretty. My husband at this point was unable to sit up on his own, let alone stand or walk. When someone is being evaluated for getting in onto the liver transplant list, they're given a MELD score, and I don't remember exactly what MELD stands for, but Greg's MELD score climbed steadily, and by August 22nd, his score was the highest in the region within his blood type and other characteristics. And here's the miracle that coincided with a healthy liver becoming available. It was like we went, boom, way up to the top of the list, and then all of a sudden, healthy liver available, and it matched. So Dr. Barca and a host of other doctors and nurses co-created with God and removed this vital organ that was diseased beyond repair and replaced it with a healthy one from a deceased donor, someone who had checked a box on the back of his driver's license. I knew when they were about to wheel him off to the OR for the 10-hour surgery that he would be okay. Quite a large gang of Greg's family was there, and my sister-in-law, 2 of my sons, and I were the last to hug him goodbye for now. We were FaceTiming with my youngest, Ellis, who lives in New York. Ellis, talking through tears, asked if everything would be all right. Absolutely, I said. God is working through all the doctors as them. Dad is in the best of hands. And I think sometimes when I experience things like that, it's like my higher self is just taken over. The transplant was very successful. Greg's new liver continues to like its new body very much. He had to stay in the hospital for several weeks post-transplant, regaining strength and gradually renewing his ability to walk. It has been the most challenging experience of our lives. The best doctors, angelic nurses, family and friends, including you, have sustained us. It has been a very long haul. There have been times when I've called one of my besties and ugly cried and sworn over the phone about how much it was sucking, and conversations with the universe, singing, sometimes just hearing myself singing in my mind was healing. To the side of the road and I just crying. There is only one presence and one power, that is love. And that's one of the many songs that has come to me over all of this is, there is only